Akashin Tea, the real reflection of you. Back at it with some yard work today. Man, oh man, I've been going through an emotional workout like no other. And as an actor, I think that's actually a phenomenal thing because you need to have some good experience with emotions in order to portray them and such. As a person, as a human being, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like heart-wrenching or whatever. I don't even know what to say terminology-wise. That being said, I'm grateful for it, and the reason why is because it reminds me that I'm a human being. It reminds me that this is all part of the human experience, and there's nothing so special about me that I won't go through things that are difficult, you know? I say all that with the knowledge that without it going through experiences like this in life, well, it wouldn't make the times that are going well feel like they're going well. So you always have to have that polarity and that contrast in life, and I'm getting some of the contrast. That aside, I mean, that's kind of a major one for me right now. Doing a lot of grounding and just making it like, hey, look, there's nothing that special about you. That's part of the reason why I'm doing some yard work today. Could be on set one day, the next day, no one cares. You're just another guy doing some yard work, and that's it, you know? So I think it's a really good way to, ground, for lack of a better word, to realize that in the grand scheme of things, I'm not that special. Yeah, I played a little part in a movie. That's cool. At the same time, a movie's not the end of the world, and there's a lot of other things that have to go on and happen in life. It's beautiful out here today. I love being outside in nature, and having an excuse to be in nature is so good. And not only good, it's a great way to feel connected. That's one of the biggest things that I've realized more and more, how important that is to me, specifically, that feeling of connection. And there's many different ways that I feel connected. You know, sometimes I'll feel connected when I'm hanging out with some of my family. That's a really nice form of connection. Other times it'll be with friends. Other times it'll be with I guess people who do the same type of hobbies, or I don't even know if hobbies is the right word, but the same disciplines that I do, you know. I'd say that's a better one. I don't really do hobbies, you know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't really do hobbies. I do disciplines. So it's hanging out with those who are working the same discipline as me, discussing it and going through it and so on and so forth, passing along what's been passed along to me. I find that so rewarding. I also find rewarding connecting with women, and that's something that I think every man, unless you're gay, of course, which that's fine too, but enjoys, you know, and that's romantic connection. And so connection is so important. I find that when I'm not connected, that's oftentimes when I start getting myself into my own troubles. And by that, I mean, I'll just do things that are not necessarily aligned with my character. And really, what I'm coming to understand more and more about myself is that is kind of a way of like crying out for connection. I'm a man, you know. It's not like I'm a baby. I can say, hey, look, I need connection, but more often than not, it wasn't until recently that I realized, oh, I actually need connection, you know? And so I gotta make it a point to seek that. I've also learned about myself that I'm a very, very social being. I kind of known that for a while, but like, it's really kind of come to the forefront for me more recently. It's like how important being social and socializing with others is to me. That's very important to me. It sounds like a very silly thing to say, and a lot of guys might be like, oh my gosh, you're a social animal? Come on, I thought that was only for chicks. But truth is, I really enjoy connecting with others and sharing my story, them sharing theirs, exchanging stories and whatnot is so important to me. It sounds so silly, and even saying it out loud, I'm actually a little embarrassed. That's why the police sirens are going on right now. But it's true. It really is true. I love meeting people. I love people. Now, not all people, right? But I like being out in the world and connecting and saying, hey, what's going on with you? What about this, that, the other thing, It's really important to me. It helps me stay grounded and realize that I'm just another guy. There's nothing that special about me. Yeah, I've got certain talents and aptitudes and this, that, and the other thing, but there's another guy who's got certain talents and aptitudes in another total different area. So that is what I have to bring to the plates today. Today on What Are You Bringing to the Plates? But that's what I got, That's what I got. Anyways, this is another episode of What Are You Bringing to the Plates today?